Are you looking to travel? Are you ready and keen and wanting to go on an adventure? Let's see where this page will take us to. It's 1961 and I will travel with you using the British Overseas Airways Corporation Travellers Digest in fact. Today we are going to New Guinea. Country, people and climate. This copra-rich Pacific island north of Australia across the Torres Strait comprises two main territories. The western half is Dutch New Guinea. The remainder, to which these notes apply, is an area of 183,600 square miles, grouped with a number of smaller islands, and known as the territory of Papua and New Guinea. It is administered by the Australian government under an agreement with the United Nations. The territory lies wholly within the tropics. Coastal temperatures range from 70 degrees Fahrenheit to 90, and humidity is high. But in the highlands the climate is cool and bracing. Coconut plantations and mangrove and sago swamps, these dominate the coastal lowlands. Magnificent forests yielding valuable timber cover the central mountain chain, which rises to 15,000 feet. Numerous rivers, notably the Fly in the south and the sepik-ramu in the north, are navigable by small vessels for miles inland. Of 1.8 million natives, many still live a primitive tribal life, but the majority have benefited from European medical aid and schooling. Once reliant for their food on hunting and fishing, they have in recent times learned to make more of their soil and livestock. Protestant and Catholic missionaries have won over a lot of converts. Many native dialects are spoken. Pidgin English is the lingua franca. Europeans number some 20,000 and are concentrated in Port Moresby, the south coast harbour capital. 51 hours by air from London, 47.5 from New York. In the east coast port of Lae and in Rabaul, another harbour town in the island of New England. Sorry, I should have read that as the harbour town in the island of New Britain. Hotels, food, drink, sport and entertainment. Most towns have only one or two hotels, which are adequate but far from luxurious. In Port Moresby, Papua Hotel, £3 Australian 6 shillings single, £7 2 shillings double, full board. Moresby Hotel, £3 per person, full board. You may be asked to share a room. Boroko Hotel, £2 10 shillings single, £5 15 double, full board. Food is mostly canned or frozen, and alcoholic drinks are imported from Australia. Homegrown fruits and nuts are delicious. Do not drink tap water. Licensing hours 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. Swimming, skin diving, fishing, flying, golf, crocodile shooting, all easily arranged. Spectator sports, cricket, football, horse racing. Nightlife is limited to cinemas and extensive home entertainment. Native dances are performed for visitors. A museum is being established in Port Moresby, and there are attractive public gardens in Lae and Rabaul. Getting about and shopping in New Guinea. Air services into the interior were established as far back as the 1920s. 7 airlines, chief among them being TAA and Ansett-taa, now operate from 143 airfields and 31 landing strips. Highways are still very rugged indeed. Urban roads reasonably well surfaced. Car hire, approximately £3 per day or 15 per week, plus mileage and petrol. Petrol at 3 shillings 8 a gallon. Drive on left. Taxes 2 shillings per mile. Native handicrafts worth buying, model boats and shell jewellery. English, American and Australian cigarettes, 3 shillings for 20. Black and white 120 film, 3 shillings 10. 35mm, 11 shillings 8. Colour 120, 32 shillings. 35mm film, 42 shillings 3. Processing for black and white, 24 hours. Colour, 8 to 10 days. Shopping hours, 8:30 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. Weekdays. 8:30 a.m. till 12 noon, Saturdays. Some basic facts and figures about New Guinea. Police wear blue lap-lap loincloth with red stripe and blue beret. Most of them understand simple English. Money, banks, holidays and stamps, all of this information is the same as for Australia. Telephones, automatic in Port Moresby. Manual telephones up country. Cables from post offices. Medical services excellent. This is a malarial era. Electric current 240 volts AC. Further information from any Australian government office or from the public service of the territory of Papua New Guinea, Port Moresby. And that is our information. That is our guide to visiting New Guinea. And if you remember, this is the area known as the territory of Papua and New Guinea, administered by the Australian government under an agreement with the United Nations. One of the things that struck me about this is how remote the place is. If you remember, it said 51 hours by air from London, 47.5 from New York. And I think in all the Travellers Digest chapters or episodes that I've read, that strikes me as the most isolated in terms of distance from two capital cities, which are themselves thousands of miles apart. But that's our guide, New Guinea, in 1961, courtesy of the good people, the agents and staff of the British Overseas Airways Corporation, writing in this, the Travellers Digest, 1961.